This is Fox 31 News.
Well, it used to be that you only had the choice between 2% whole milk and fat-free, but when you go into the dairy aisle now because you want that nice cold glass of milk, maybe with your all-natural cookies, the options seem to be endless. Almond milk, cashew milk, soy milk, coconut milk, just to name a few, and the cost of benefits of all of them can be overwhelming if you really just don't know what to choose. With more people developing lactose intolerance, non-dairy options are becoming more popular. So registered dietitian Jessica Crandall joins me with all the answers, because there really are so many choices when we walk into the store these days.
It's very confusing.
Yes.
If you just, these are just some of the options that you can choose from. But I feel like it's a good conversation for us to have, because it can be a personal preference.
Sure.
Like, I like the way this one tastes over a different one. However, when we come and look at the nutritional aspects, they are varied. And
they are
so
very different.
It's almost like comparing just one white product to another white product.
Sure. But, you know, like I'll pick a real biggie. It's so popular, almond milk, that now Starbucks, I know, is offering almond milk lattes and whatnot. So tell me what the deal is with almond milk. It's got so much calcium in it when you look on the label.
Well, milk in itself, like regular cow's milk, has 9 essential nutrients, including calcium, protein, whatnot. The almond milk, essentially what they do is they take a glass of water, they dump in 6 almonds and a calcium supplement, and they let that sit. Essentially, over time, it turns into a milky-looking substance. And that is why the calcium supplement level is so high. We don't know what the bioavailability is of that calcium supplement necessarily.
Oh, really?
And we do know that the nutrition from other milk may be higher. So we have to really look at that label and then assess what one is going to be best for us. And I think one of the other things to pay attention to is a lot of these milks have added sugar. So you really have to look for that
unsweetened on the front.
If you're going to pick that.
And always read the labels anyway. I guess you've told us before, just always read the labels when you're going around the grocery store.
Yeah, in my household we have a couple different options, but really pay attention to that label, because some of these alternative milks may have 20 to 30 grams of sugar in them with very little protein. This is going to have no protein in it.
Okay, I want to pick out a really good example right here. You have organic oat vanilla milk, which seems like the healthiest thing in the world. I'm looking on the label at the carbs, and I'm looking at 25 grams, and the sugar's 20 grams of sugar per serving.
Right, and so when you're
oat milk.
When you're thinking about milk in a comparison, most milk has around 8 grams of protein in it. This has a lot less, so you're not only missing out on the protein, but you may be getting some fillers from added nutrients.
And then we've got these Fairlife milks, which I thought was pretty interesting, especially chocolate milk, because I know kids love chocolate milk. But these are just made in a different way, where they are actually healthier, right?
They're actually ultra filtered, and so it removes some of that it removes all the lactose. So if you were lactose intolerant, you no longer have to worry about that. And then it also decreases the sugar, and by filtering it twice, it raises the calcium. So that's kind of a cool little thing that I think, if we're really looking at the nutrition piece of it, we may want to take a deeper dive into that and try it out.
This is still just regular old milk.
Absolutely.
It's not
no
made from
lactose.
oats or almonds or shoes or pineapple.
Or hemp milk or something like that. I mean, some of these milks do sound really healthy, but the way they taste, you may not like, or you may like. For example, pea milk. The other day, I picked this up, and I was kind of wondering what this would taste like. And I actually thought it was a pretty good taste. It tastes very comparable to milk. And it's pea protein, so if for some reason you're avoiding animal proteins, this would be an option for you.
Like with a lot of the protein mixes these days, pea protein is really, really popular. But what is the deal with the hemp milk? Now, Greg Dutra was over here laughing. He's like, hemp milk? What? How does that affect your system? I mean, it's not like marijuana milk, right?
No, you can't buy it at your local dispensary.
It's not that, okay?
But this is actually something that has a little bit more omega-3s in it. But the taste is something I personally can't get beyond, but some people may really like. So once again, it's something that you have to look at the labels, take a deeper dive, make sure it is providing you those essential nutrients. And for those of my clients, I just had a conversation the other day with a healthcare professional, and he was saying, well, I just get my calcium from greens and green leafy vegetables. And I said, but the bioavailability of that is really small. So if you're thinking you're eating 5 cups of spinach or broccoli and getting that calcium, you're probably not.
See, a lot of people don't know that. And like what you said about the almond milk, same thing, right?
So you really want to work with a healthcare professional, dietitian, doctor, to not only know if you are lactose intolerant, but also what you should be consuming.
All right, okay, we have like 2 seconds. I want to taste test one of these. Which one should I test?
Try the pea milk.
Okay, here we go.
And I think that this has a good mouthfeel. It's thicker and creamier. All right, what about this one? This one's the Fairlife milk. It tastes like regular milk. And I know you drink almonds.
That tastes just like regular milk. but you'll have to pry this almond milk out of my cold, dead hands because I love almond milk.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I do. I love it. It's so, so good. Greg, what's your favorite? Did you come over and try the pea
Yeah,
milk?
the pea milk is good. It's like the mouthfeel of whole milk, which I was a whole milk kid. So the fact that now I'm forced to drink skim milk, you know, it tastes like I'm drinking water. So that stuff, pretty good. All right.